Hey Rider fans, and welcome to the Bronx Hot Seat, our show that gives you an up-close and personal glimpse into some of Rider's teams and athletes. I'm your host, Karen Torsion. Today I'm going to be joined by the Rider women's basketball team, whose season gets underway this weekend at home with games against Lafayette and Bucknell. So joining me on the hot seat today are our four seniors: Alyssa Parsons, Allie Heller, Aisha Varnador, and Sarah Homan. So welcome, ladies. You wave to the camera if you'd like, obviously. It's not going to be real painful. We're going to talk a little basketball, and then we're going to kind of get to know you guys a little bit better and ask you some personal hot seat kind of questions, okay? So, the Rider women's basketball team was picked to finish 8th by the coaches in the preseason poll, but they do return 10-letter winners from last year, including 4 starters, and have a solid nucleus of new players that are expected to compete for some playing time too. So, Alyssa, we are going to start with you. Okay, awesome. These are not your hot seat questions. These are just your general basketball ones, which you proclaimed before we started that you didn't know anything about basketball, so this should be very interesting. So anyway, all right, so being picked to finish 8th in the MAC this season has you under the radar quite a bit in the eyes of the other conference teams. What do you think is going to be the key to a successful season for you this year?
I think the key to a successful season for us is the fact that, like you just mentioned, we don't have anybody who left. So it works out, I think, in our favor because we're still the same team. And I think a lot of the things are the same, and we're just playing better, and it'll be good this year. That's what I think.
Good. Here's your next question. You're looked upon to be the floor general out there on the court, and I know that the coaches really look to you a lot to control the action that's going on. What kinds of things do you tell your teammates when you are out there? What is the voice that you use when you do tell them things that Aisha let us in on a little earlier? And how did you transition into that role?
To be honest, when I'm on the court, I'm like a whole different person. I like black out on the court for some reason. I get in like this yelling mood, but for some reason people actually listen to it.
Okay, so how did you transition into that role then over the years?
I'm actually not sure. I think for me, I've always kind of naturally been a leader, and being a point guard is a natural thing for me because I'm only 5'4". But that's pretty much it. Good. Just being a point guard and knowing my teammates and stuff like that.
Good. All right, Allie, I know your coaches always stress different things at practice depending on who your opponent is going to be in the next game. So what do you think has been the underlying theme in your practices this year, and what have you been working on the most as a team?
Well, after our scrimmage and exhibition game, we see more of what we need to work on, and we've been focusing a lot on transition defense and really our transition game on offense too. So hopefully.
Okay, and you won the MAC 6 Man of the Year award last season, and you know we're a real offensive threat to other teams because you led the nation in 3-point field goal percentage most of the season. What did that award mean to you, and now coming into this year, do you feel a lot of pressure to kind of repeat those performances?
I took it more as a team award because my teammates obviously got me the ball where I needed it to get me open and everything. And if anything, I wouldn't say it's added pressure. I'd say it's added confidence. I don't really feel like I have pressure to perform. Just got to go out and play.
All right, Ish, here's a couple for you now. You transferred, obviously, from Burlington County College to Rider last year. What's the biggest difference between playing at that level and then coming over to the Division I level?
Probably the speed of the game. Like, my role is pretty much the same. I still have to work hard, be a leader on the court. I have to talk more being here. But, like, the biggest difference is probably the speed of the game and the fact that if I go inside, I'm going to reach somebody like Sarah, 6'3". We don't really have that at JUCO, but
okay.
That's basically it.
Good. And the team has a lot of upperclassmen this year, including all 4 of you, obviously. What have all of you done to help the freshmen handle the rigors of being Division I student athletes, and how do you think they've adjusted so far?
They've adjusted great. Like, thankfully, we got a group of hardworking freshmen. Basically, the only things that we help them with is managing their time, keeping their head in the game, and keeping them from getting flustered and stuff like that. But they're good. They work hard.
All right, Sarah, I know your coaches are looking to you to continue to be an offensive threat under the basket. What were some of the things that you worked on the most in the offseason to help you in that role?
Well, definitely I worked on my offense, just doing moves and like more outside shots, and then the Baby J. And also like integrating the freshmen, like you said, and like helping them to know what to do.
Good. And my last question for you is, what can fans expect to see from the team out on the court this year when they come to games?
I think a lot more exciting games, closer games, and you know, we're going to be more of a threat offensively, defensively, and so just better games.
Good. Okay. Now comes the fun part. So that's all for the basketball-related questions, all right? So now you can consider yourselves officially on the hot seat. Everybody sweating? Everybody take a little breath right now? Okay? It's getting warm over there. So I'm going to ask each of you 2 questions, and I want you to say the first thing that comes to your mind. Whoa, you just took a deep breath.
Like a one-word answer or like a
you
sentence?
Understand. You know, it's not going to be a one-word answer. You're the only one who is like so stressed about this out of all the hot seats we've done. So, we're going to put you on the hot seat first. All right. So first thing that comes to mind when you hear this question: who has the strangest pregame ritual on the team, and what is it?
Sarah.
She has to. What is it?
Sarah gets very nervous before games.
Pre-game and pre-practice.
Yeah, pre-games and pre-practice. So she might go to the bathroom at least 7 times before a game.
Okay. Wow. Good. Now Sarah's really on the hot seat over there. You just totally embarrassed her. Okay, and this one's an easy one. This could be a one-word answer, but since you're from Philly, obviously I'm sure you've had your share of cheesesteaks. So Geno's or Pat's?
Geno's.
Oh, see, I'm a Pat's girl. All right. In fact, I was just at Pat's a couple weeks ago. All right, Allie, you're up next. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you miss most about Florida other than your family and the weather?
Oh, I was going to say the weather first.
Yeah. It's like Florida weather out here today.
What do I miss about Florida? Probably being so close to the beach. It's just a whole different lifestyle there, and the beach is like 40 minutes away here. It's just the lifestyle, I'd say.
Okay. And if you could take a vacation to anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
I don't know, probably, I've never been, the only place I've been out of the country is Mexico, so I'd probably maybe go to Europe or something.
Good. All right, Ish, your turn. You're starting to look nervous. They've been easy. These 4 questions aren't bad. So, if you could have one magical power, what would it be?
I would want to fly, probably.
And if you had that power, why? Why would you want to? Why do you want to fly?
I don't know. I think because I'm little, I want to be higher in the air.
Okay, that is a good answer. And if I asked your teammates to describe you in one word, what word would they say?
Probably either hyper or crazy, something along those lines.
Yeah, I saw a video that you did, so yeah, I would agree with hyper or crazy for you. All right, and last on the hot seat is Sarah.
Already on the hot seat.
Well, Sarah's been on the hot seat this entire time, but yes. If you were down to your last $5, what would you spend it on?
Harry Potter.
What would I buy it?
Yes.
What can you buy with $5 these days? Yeah.
Do you want me to make it 10? Would that make it easier for you?
I don't know, Chipotle. Also.
Yeah,
I love Chipotle.
Yeah, me too. In fact, I went on an hour drive with my niece when she was here a couple weeks ago because we couldn't find one, and we were all the way down by Villanova. There is?
In Chamonix.
Oh, for God's
In
sake.
Chamonix Mall.
That's where we go.
Right off the
Every
exit.
See,
25
I'm
minutes.
learning. Say, I was down by. We drove down to Villanova. There's one on their campus.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, yeah. Okay, wait. She's still in the hot seat, so hold on. And what is one thing you couldn't live without?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
What is Harry Potter?
I love Harry Potter already.
Why?
We have a special connection, me and Harry.
She sleeps with a book under her pillow.
Wow. Okay. Do you have the Harry Potter glasses?
I don't.
She has the wand.
She has a
She
scarf.
has
socks.
She was Harry Potter for
Halloween?
Blanket.
no,
Okay.
for the movie premiere.
Okay, well, I think we've learned a little more than we want to do about Sarah today. I don't know that we learned anything about anybody else, but definitely Sarah. So, well, that concludes your time on the hot seat, ladies. I hope it wasn't too painful, and we do appreciate you being here. So, I do want to thank the women's basketball team for joining us today on the hot seat. Good luck this weekend, particularly to home games, and then obviously the rest of the season. For more information on Rider Athletics or women's basketball in general, visit our website at gobronx.com. And I'm Karen Torsha. Thanks for watching, and go Bronx.